Loud. Hello, Kingdom Dream Chasers. So excited to be with you. This is one of my favorite parts of the week, is getting to bring you some real talk conversation. Yes, my name is Gail Root. I am the host inside Kingdom Solutions. This is a group for women of faith in direct sales and network marketing. So if that's you, or if you have an online business, you're in the right space. If you don't know about me, I grew up in the industry, literally under my father's, my father was in the industry, grew up with women all around me, wanting to empower and build up others. And but I'm retired now from the industry, completely retired, so that I can coach women inside the industry. So it is a great blessing to be here with you. And I have got something for you today. You're going to be really excited for this. So if you're struggling in your business, I can almost guarantee you a couple of these things are the reason why. I have been told for the decades that I've been around this industry, that it's a matter of having, just tell more people. Tell more people about what you do. Tell more people about your products. Tell more people about what you're offering. I believe that's completely not true. Also, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Just get more people, just reach out to more people and you'll be successful. So I'm going to break down, excuse me, I'm going to break down for you why those two things are not working and why they are keeping you in a place of struggle. Because what's happening is it's putting you in a place of an expectation that will never be met. And because that expectation will never be met, you are in a constant place of, I'm working, and I'm not getting the result. I'm not getting the result. And so I just have to try harder. I just must have to try harder. And so you're always in this place of, it's not enough. I'm exhausted and it's not working. So we are going to try to break that off today. All right. So I'm going to tackle the first one that I'm going to tackle today is tell as many people as possible. Why is that not working? Well, one of the first things, and I would love to, if you're watching, please say hello down in the comments. Let me know you're there and follow along with me. So I'm going to ask you some questions to follow along. So just drop a word in the comments if you're able to, just to let me know you're there and this is resonating with you. So how many of you have heard, just tell more people? Or how about that 3-foot rule? Any of you remember the 3-foot rule? If she's within 3 feet of you, she better know what you're doing. All right. So why is this not working? Because here's the deal. Do you like being told to do anything? No, we all have kind of that rebellious spirit in us. And also we have a sense of protection. Like, don't tell me things, because really, if someone's telling you, they're really selling you. And this is why so many women feel salesy or spammy or icky, is because really what they've been told to do is tell. And it's the exact opposite of what you should be doing, because what you should be doing is ask. And I'm going to get to that. All the solutions to these problems are coming at the end. So what I'm first doing for you is breaking down the problem so that you can see the problem clearly, and then you'll be hungry for the solution, which I'm going to give you towards the second half of this. We're going to be together for about 15, 20 minutes here. So no one wants to be told. No one wants to be sold. When you're telling, really what you're doing is selling. And then you're probably saying, well, Gail, if I don't tell, how does anybody know what I do? We're going to get to there. As you keep telling, you keep exhausting yourself and you keep wondering why it's not working. When you're telling, you're really not building trust, because what you're doing is it's your agenda. The focus is on you and what you want. And what you want is to tell people about your products. Because really, all right, I want to give you an example. I have a client and she is like convinced that if she could just come up with the perfect email strategy, if she could just come up with the perfect link, if she could just come up with the perfect website, that all people would do would just be click the button and just be constantly, she'd have all these customers, right? So there's this illusion that you could just have this automated thing and you don't have to make a real connection. But we know that's not true, especially as women of faith. God is calling us into connection. Connection is where trust is built. Connection is where the sale happens. So if you're not actually talking to people and connecting with people, like real life connection, real life conversation, please don't expect sales. And certainly do not expect people to join your team. So these people who are telling you that, yeah, you just create the perfect funnel, you create the perfect thing, and people are just going to click and go. Do you do that? Would you join somebody's team or sign up for my coaching with just a sales page? No, you need to know me. You need to hear what I'm about. You need to be in connection with me. Come through a 5-day challenge with me, build trust with me. Then maybe you'd be interested in coaching with me. Same is true with you and your products. Telling feels like selling because it is. So I'm going to show you what to do instead. Please hear this. If you don't hear anything else, please hear this. If you keep on with this mode of telling, you're just going to keep pushing people farther and farther and farther away. So it's actually doing the exact opposite. I want you to imagine a magnet for a second. And a magnet is either retracting or repelling. Attracting or repelling. So if what you're doing is attracting women, you're getting results. You're getting connections, you're getting comments, you're getting engagement, you're getting conversation in your inbox, and those conversations are moving in a certain direction. If that is not happening, that's the big sign to stop. Stop. You've got to change something. All right. And my suggestion here is that the telling is what the problem is. So now we're going to talk about number 2, and then I'm going to the solutions. So the first thing we tackled was why telling this many people, that's not working. That's not working. So the numbers game, the numbers game. So have you ever been in a church or around a church or heard of a church that they were really hyper-focused on how many people they saved that weekend? Or at that event or at that conference? They were focused on the numbers. So what they lost sight of is God doesn't care, quite frankly, about the numbers. What he cares about is the relationship. If there's anything that's clear in scripture, is that Jesus wants to have a relationship with us. He cares first about the relationship. So if that's not your priority in your business, is having a real relationship with people, there's your first problem. And your most important problem, because if you try to stay in a place of numbers and telling, you're not having that relationship, and the sales and the teammates will always come from the relationship. So what happens to that church in this example is they get focused on their performance. They get focused on their performance and how many did we save? Are we doing good? Are we doing well? And they're losing the relationship. Where did the person go who got saved? Are they caring about them? Are they building relationship with them? Are they serving them? Are they watching, their walk, helping them with their walk? So the relationship will always win. So not your telling, the relationship will always win, and it's a win-win for you and that's this kingdom, because when you're in a relationship in your business, when she's saying, yes, I want the products that you have, then that is benefiting you. When she says, yes, I want to be on your team, then you get to have that relationship is giving you benefits and her benefits. So in a relationship, she's building trust with you. And if she's built trust with you in a relationship, guess what? She wants to know about your product specials when they come out. She trusts that your next product is just going to be as good as the one that you have now because she trusts you. She becomes a loyal customer. She wants to refer you to people. All of that comes from the relationship. And if she becomes a teammate, she trusts you. She wants to be coached by you. She wants to be mentored by you. She trusts that you're going to teach her how to be successful at this. All of that comes from the relationship. It does not come from telling. It comes from, here we go. You ready? It comes from asking. When you take on the mantle of an interviewer and you start asking questions, what you're saying to her is, I care about you. I'm listening to you. So here's an example. When you start asking questions, so let's say you have a wellness business or you have a fashion business. So it doesn't matter if you're skincare, makeup, and wellness, if you're supplements and wellness, or if you're into fashion, jewelry, clothing. It doesn't matter what your industry is. When you start asking questions, so what are the 5 reasons women join or get around or involved in direct sales and network marketing? There's 5. Do you know the 5 Ps? So the 5 Ps are your products. All right, they're interested in the products. Another one is people. Usually she's lonely, she wants community, she wants inspiration and really healthy, happy women. So she wants people. That's the second P. The third P is passion and purpose. A lot of women, especially in the second half of life, when they're done raising their families, they're kind of feeling a little lost. They want a new sense of purpose and passion in their life. So they often join companies that help them fulfill that, whether it's wellness oriented, whether it's philanthropic. They want passion and purpose in their days. The fourth one is personal development. They want to grow. They want to be a lifelong learner, an adult learner. They don't want to just kind of sit around, and they want to stay fresh and excited and vibrant with life. So they want to keep learning and growing personally and professionally. And the last one, profit, of course. And for many people, that's the first one. Excuse me. So profit, earning an income, so that income, not just for the sake of earning income. So when you become that interviewer and you start asking questions, you start asking thoughtful, intentional questions with the women that you're building relationships with, you're going to ask questions about those 5 Ps. You're going to be asking questions for her about, are they going on vacation? Are they traveling? What are the greatest stressors that she has right now? So she's going to reveal to you what, as she answers, you're going to be able to see what of those 5 Ps she's really probably looking for most as she answers. So you are the interviewer. You are asking because what happens? Then you start saying, I'm hearing you say that you're looking for this. I'm hearing you say you're looking for that. Well, you know what? I have something that might interest you. Would you be interested in knowing more? So that's the perfect bridge. You guys, questions are so powerful. So stop telling her about your products. Start asking her questions. Now, don't mishear me. Certainly in your post, you're going to maybe be talking about testimonials. You're going to be talking about the ways that your company and your products have benefited you. And that's going to draw her in and make her curious. So then she starts maybe typing out questions to you. She starts connecting with you because of what you're sharing. And then it's from there that you start building the relationship. And you build the relationship by asking. Because when you're in a position of asking, what you're saying is, I care about you. I'm listening to you. And in her answers, she's revealing what she's most needing and wanting in her life. And so then you're letting her know what your solution is. So I'm hearing you say that you are kind of in the empty nest stage, and you're really, you had a career, and that was where your community was based. And so now you're kind of feeling like you don't really have community and purpose. Am I hearing you correctly? Yes. Well, you know what? I have something that I think might really be a blessing to you. Would you like to hear about our community and the women that are in our community? Because I think you really fit in here. So what has she heard? Wow, she's listening to me. She's caring about me. She's repeating back what I said. So when you're asking, you're building relationships. That's not a numbers game. And it's certainly not telling her about your products and your opportunity at the beginning. It's all the way after you've asked her, you've listened, you've cared, you've built trust, and you've actually earned the right to tell her about your products or your company. If you haven't earned that right yet, it's because you haven't listened and asked enough questions. You're not focused on the relationship. God will always want us to have the relationship. So I'm going to wrap up with this. Our first job as Christian entrepreneurs, as kingdom entrepreneurs, is growing in our intimacy with God. If you are growing in your intimacy with God, the fruit of that is focus. Because as you grow in your intimacy with him, he shows you what to focus on. He shows you who to focus on and who to serve. Because if you're trying to serve everybody, then no one's listening. and you're frustrated and discouraged. He shows you who to focus on. He shows you by the ways that he's created you, the life experiences that he's given you, who he's uniquely equipped you to serve. So he gives you focus. He gives you wisdom. You start getting clarity about what tasks are most important to reach her, to help solve her problems, and to invite her into relationship. And you become on a mission to serve her and to do that. And when you get that mission focus and you've grown in your intimacy with him, you wake up with greater purpose and greater discipline and motivation to do the things that you're supposed to do and not get blown off track by all of these distractions, but doing things over and over again that are not bringing you results. So I'm going to boil it back down. All right. I'm going to recap. Telling people about your products and your opportunity, that comes way after you have invited her into relationship, you have asked her a bunch of questions, and you have taught her that you truly care and know her, you've listened to her, and then you've repeated back to her what she said, and then you've said, may I tell you, based on what you've told me, and you repeat it, I think I have something that might bless you. Would you be open to hearing about it? Now, how do you get there? How do you get there? Well, there's a couple tools that I talk about a lot in my program and we work on in detail. And that is, you need a bridge, right? So I believe the most powerful bridge you can have is a bridge that's going to put you in that posture of asking. Truly learning about what's going on with her so you can serve her and her needs and not serve your motives and your desires. It completely gets you out of the selling and telling role and gets you into the asking and serving role. And I'm telling you, you will enjoy your business infinitely more, and you will connect infinitely more with the women that you serve. So the solution is a survey or a poll. You can do that through Google Form. So after you have created your post, because you're speaking to a very specific niche and you're speaking her language, you start seeing her connect through her comments. Then the bridge is to ask her, you go into Messenger. Thanks for commenting today. I'm so glad that resonated with you. Hey, I have a survey and it's only 10 questions. It won't even take you 60 seconds to fill it out. I'm really using it so that I can better serve the women in my group or in my community. Would you be willing to fill it out? Now, most women are going to say yes to that. Now, that's after she's connected with you through your post. You've said hello and hi, and you're asking her for something that's going to take her very little time, and it's letting her know that it's so that you can be of greater service to the women that you serve. So she wants to help you. So very likely she's going to say yes to that. Not everybody, but it's very likely. A heck of a lot more likely than you saying, hey, I've got a video on our company's products. Do you want to watch it? She's like, no. Right? So then through that survey, you're finding out from her where in those 5 P's she's falling. What is she most hungry for in her life right now? Is it income? Is it people? Is it personal development? Is it passion and purpose, or the product? So you're asking her questions that are going to reveal those answers to you so that you can then thank her. All right. So polls, surveys, Google Forms, these are some of the most powerful bridges because it puts you in the place of serving and asking instead of in the place of telling and selling. So I know this was a blessing to those of you who have been watching, listening. Good morning, Dottie, because these shifts from selling and telling to serving and asking, these are the shifts that make radical changes in your business, in your mindset, in the way that you walk into your community online. And when you walk into with a heart of serving, asking, being of value, truly learning what's most bothering her and what she most needs and where your product opportunity can fit that need, that is a game changer. If you're walking into your business with the posture of telling and pushing my products and what I have because this is going to help you and you just need to buy it, she's going to resist that at every level. And if you're experiencing that and someone's telling you, you just need to tell more people, I'm here to tell you that's not true. As a matter of fact, you probably need to tell a lot less people, but get into relationship with the ones who are listening. Get into relationship with the ones who are listening. So I love, let me know what's resonating in the comments as you're watching the replay. Do hashtag replay. Let me know you're there. Let me know what really spoke to you. And I wish you guys a beautiful weekend. Take care. Bye.